Hi guys, this is gsno.com and I'm here with a special version of the OnePlus Nord 2, the Pac-Man version. It comes in a special case, in a special box with a Pac-Man inscription, and it also comes with an extra box which includes a Lego, which I already assembled, and this is actually a phone holder for its vertical and horizontal orientation. It's very nice. This is a Pac-Man themed device. Pac-Man became 41 years old this year, and OnePlus decided to make once again a partnership after partnering with McLaren and after partnering with Cyberpunk and Avengers. Here it is again with a collab. So this version is a limited edition. There won't be many models available for it, so keep in mind. It's the 12 gigs RAM, 256 gigabytes of storage version of the OnePlus Nord 2. One of the best flagships we've seen this year, and I'm starting to unbox it right now. As you can see, the whole packaging is themed after Pac-Man, and I've already opened up and set up the device, so we won't waste too much time with that. Okay, that's the actual box, and that's the device. Fun fact about it, its backside becomes fluorescent in the light, so it draws light from a source, and when it's dark you can see it becoming fluorescent. You can rest it like this if you want to watch a video, or like this. Actually, this is better for video watching, the landscape orientation, and the portrait one for maybe some social media or what have you, or even playing Pac-Man, since you're going to be playing it in portrait rather than landscape. Okay, so we also get instructions here, and apparently they hide some Easter eggs regarding the, well, many gamification features of the phone. I think I'm going to put this to the side for now, so we can properly focus on the device and not the Lego. Okay, so let's fire it up. It's still the good old OnePlus Nord 2 with the same specs, but with some tweaks when it comes to the icons, wallpapers, pre-installed games and gamification features, and of course some changes towards the back side. Now let's see what's inside the box as the device boots up. First of all, we got this large envelope, and once again the device is priced at 529 euros, and people who will play a special game on a special OnePlus sub website will be sent codes to get to buy the phone before it's launched. And that's pretty cool. You just saw the Pac-Man animation, and inside this envelope we have the safety information, a bunch of cute stickers. This is the key used to access the slots, and here we have the quick start guide. Okay, here we find a hefty charger with an USB-C connector. It supports 65 watt charging. Warp Charge is the name. And here we have the cable, typical red and white affair, like Santa and like Vodafone, for example. And some soccer teams as well. An interesting fact, there's an extra hidden lid here. OnePlus sure loves Easter eggs, and it includes a case. It's actually written here, case, so there won't be any hesitation. It's branded Pac-Man and OnePlus. It has all the cute ghosts and Pac-Man on it, and I'm pretty curious to see if its phosphorescence is affected or not. I think there's nothing here unless there's an Easter egg to unlock it. Okay, that's it. That's the whole unboxing. Now let's focus on the device itself. Okay, so here we go. The price tag is 529 euros. You can easily get it ahead of time if you're playing those special games which I mentioned before on the dedicated website. As you can see, we have a wallpaper here which is themed Pac-Man. We have the system sounds which sound like the game Pac-Man, and we have the game pre-installed. It's actually Pac-Man 256 from Bandai Namco. You can play it and get all sorts of things unlocked in the game. And by the way, if you go to the calculator of the phone and input a 7-figure number, you'll unlock something special. I won't reveal which is the number because you have to guess it for yourself using clues. The screen is quite bright here, so let's tone it down a little bit, turning off the auto stuff. So the other extras, you can see here that the games icon is now pixelated. The gallery icon is also pixelated, and the camera as well. It also includes an extra. So if you go here, let's actually find the filters, photo. You also have pack normal, which basically adds all sorts of ghosts in the scenario and other elements from the game. That's one of the extras. There are more of them, but most are found as Easter eggs. Now, if you want to talk about the actual device, we can do that, but we already had an unboxing and a review for it. At its core, we have a glass and plastic material setup. Glass at the back, glass at the front, and a plastic frame. 8.2 millimeters in thickness, 189 grams in weight. And the display that you're seeing here, it's a 6.43 inch panel of the Fluid AMOLED variety, Full HD Plus resolution, and 90 Hz refresh rate. Now, inside the phone, we got a processor which is the MediaTek Dimensity 1200 AI, specially tailored for OnePlus, 6nm CPU, and it's also accompanied by 12 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage, LPDDR4X and UFS 3.1. There's no microSD card slot here, just in case you were wondering, and we go further than that, and we talk a bit about the battery. It's a 4500 mAh unit with 65 watt charging, so fast charge. And on the connectivity front, you probably figured out that we're getting a 5G phone here, which also provides you with Wi-Fi 6, as well as Bluetooth 5.2, GPS, GLONASS, Galileo, as well as Beidou and Navic, and NFC for payments, USB-C 2.0 at the bottom, and we also have, well, I think that's about it. For security, we're getting an in-display fingerprint scanner here at the bottom side, but we also have face unlock, which is quite fast and snappy. We got a dual stereo setup, so we got the bottom speaker, and at the top side we got the earpiece serving its double duty as the second speaker. Let's see what else. There's a screen protector pre-applied from the factory. You can definitely see it around the punch hole camera, the selfie camera, that's for sure. Speaking of which, let's go to a white background. It's actually dark mode right now, so let's turn it off if possible. Okay. Now you can see the punch hole properly. And this one is a 32 megapixel shooter with a Sony sensor and electronic stabilization, where at the back side we have a triple camera setup. It includes a main 50 megapixel shooter with 6p lens and optical image stabilization, 8 megapixel ultra wide, and this little fellow 2 megapixel monochrome camera. We have the dual LED dual tone flash. We have up to 10x magnification, 4K 30 frames per second video, and well, that's pretty much it, except if you want to get extras, you'll probably want to get into the camera interface to find them. We got the more section here with a dual view video, slow-mo, time-lapse, movie, export, and ultra resolution. We got your portrait mode here with AI. We got photo with the cute filter, which includes those Pac-Man fellows. We also have video. Let's actually see if what I said before is legit. I'm talking about the resolution, and let's actually maybe try and find it properly. Interesting fact, it's found here actually. 4K 30 frames per second. If you switch to 60 frames per second, let's see what happens. So no, 4K just 30 frames. The 60 frames per second is gray, so not available, sadly. And night mode, of course, even available on cheaper devices. Now, the software is Oxygen OS here, a bit tweaked, as you can probably tell for yourself. I mean, let's see. Okay, so we see the CPU, Android version 11 with Oxygen OS, but in a version made to look, I would say, closer to the identity of a Pac-Man game and of an old school 8-bit title maybe, if not 16-bit. There's more to unlock here. There are a lot of Easter eggs, and things are unlocked by playing the game and also paying attention to all of the clues, including the one from the Lego. It's a nice collab, and I'm pretty curious to see what the device holds. You can see here OnePlus X PAC-MAN. You can see the blue tinted alert slider, and I'm especially curious to see if the device lights up in the dark. Okay folks, that's pretty much it as far as the OnePlus Nord 2 X PAC-MAN Edition goes. We have it here. We've played with it for a bit. It's an interesting a limited edition device for lovers of old school games, and not only, and it's quite gamified. It's not something you see every day, the gamification of a phone. I think it's something we should see more often to keep us more intrigued and interested about, well, new devices. That's it from us. Don't forget, a limited edition, 529 euros. You can buy it earlier if you play the game. In the description you'll have a link. Bye bye.